I want to look at trains.
Oh, the train.
Can we look at
trains?
trains? Choo-choo! All aboard.
Let's go.
That's just you and me.
It is.
You and me doing trains.
That's it. There's nothing wrong with it.
I've got a cheat sheet here.
Yep.
And I've got my Aramax car bag.
Yep.
And this is to
What?
save me from potentially breaking any trains that are coming here.
Well, that's right. You know, a bit of luxury, fluff here. I'll keep them all in good nick. All right, so we're going for little ones. Are we?
Yeah, these are little ones, commonly referred to, or better known as, N scale or N gauge.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
And these are class 20s. Class 20s, commonly referred to as choppers.
Choppers.
Yeah.
Let me get that just right.
And these were produced from 1957 to 1968. So a relatively short period of time, you'd say. You'd say it's almost 9 years.
So just to give you an idea of scale,
Scale?
here's my finger right there.
Yeah, but that could be a big finger.
No, that's my big finger there.
That's a thumb.
That's my little finger there. Does that help?
No. Where's the piggy?
There.
That one. Choo-choo!
You don't want to see my middle finger, do you?
So this is... So 1957 to 1968. English train, they made 228 of these in that 9-year period. And Finley tells me that are they still going?
Apparently. I think, aren't they?
I want to say that they're still going. Okay?
Or we'll say that. Someone can correct us.
Could be wrong. And they often go backwards. He did say that was a funny thing. They always drove them backwards because the windows were better at the
Well, I guess it makes sense, right?
backward end.
If you drive it from this way, you got better vision.
Yeah, I don't think the cooling's going to be much good for the engine, but what I would
Do you think they'll rely a lot on air cooling? Because we'll be going through the sides here.
I don't know.
But I guess, if they found that better.
And this is from Bachman or Graham Farish.
Graham Farish. So Graham Farish is Bachman's N-scale brand.
So it's a
quality
loco.
There we
It's
go.
going to be really smooth running. We didn't have the test track today.
Oh, it's got a couple of nostrils. Are these the buffer stops that actually work? No, none of these.
They work on N scale.
Well, HOs, that would definitely work. So if they're spring loaded, these are pretty small, so I can't really expect them to be working. Look at how fine these details are. So the printing here.
It sort of brings me to what we did last Sunday. We probably should have had a video ready.
Oh, videos are not ready yet, unfortunately.
We went to the AMRA Victorian Train Show.
That's right.
We went with Finley.
Yes.
And we went with David.
That's right.
You might know David from either the Hobby Man or Wednesdays when you've been in here.
Yep.
And
There's quite a few videos
all the
his.
videos that Dave does.
Hmm.
Yeah, so we went out there and we had a blast.
That was awesome. There was so many good layouts to look at.
Yeah.
And then also a lot of product to look at as well.
A lot of new stuff, a lot of cool stuff. Really opened my eyes.
Mm.
I thought train guys were like just creepy old guys, but it was quite a young vibe. It was really good.
That's right. Yeah,
It was
a lot of
really,
families there
really-
too.
A lot of families.
Mm. And we caught the Red Rattler.
We did catch the Red Rattler, which is a
Yes.
Victorian old train, isn't it?
That's right.
1890. Is that what you said?
Yeah, so that's when the actual carriages were built.
And they
Because
were
there were carriages in the beginning. So they would
Freight
have been,
carriages.
So they would have been pulled by a steam train. And then in the 1920s, they were electrified and turned into urban commuter trains. And from the 1920s, they were used all the way into the early 80s when we were still riding them.
Yes. Yes.
So as kids, we rode them.
And it was actually really plush.
It was.
I imagine it was probably because it was fully restored and
Mm.
had nice glass and windows and
Yeah.
varnish and really nice seats.
Yep.
But I imagine in some specs they would have probably had wooden seats.
I sort of remember riding on them and smelling the brakes. I don't think we were traveling far enough with the reconditioned one to actually smell the brakes.
And they probably wouldn't have asbestos in the brake pads anymore. They
No,
probably
that's right.
had
That's probably what we were breathing in, right?
Yeah, all the asbestos dust from the old sintered brake pads.
Yes, yes.
But it had such cool fixtures and fittings inside the carriage. I really enjoyed it. I'm
Yeah,
not
it
much
was
of a
good.
I'm not much of a train buff, but I know what I like.
Here's a different livery.
I was actually more comfortable than than the Sandy train I catch every day, to be honest.
Well, they had really thick cushioned seats,
Didn't it?
And
And they were small.
And chandeliers.
Chandeliers, yep.
Yep, and a full wooden interior.
And they were actually quite small inside. Like they didn't hold people like the modern trains hold people.
No.
There was 4 carriages.
Yes.
And there was 20 people per carriage.
Yes, it was jam packed.
25 people, and it was like capacity.
Yes.
Anyway,
There we go. What do you know about this one?
They are the choppers. I don't know. It's a class 20. It's a chopper.
Oh, okay. So this is a chopper as well. Don't know much about livery.
One's called the River Sheaf, and one called the Red Mere.
Really? Which one's which?
Blue with red.
Blue with red, which would have been the first one we were looking
Yeah,
at.
that one is called Red Mere.
Right. Oh, it's right here.
Is it?
Yep. We can just see it now.
And the other one is called River Sheaf. I'm a sucker for green.
You like green?
I do. I'm a bit of a green fan.
There we go. So that's N scale. But we don't finish at N scale, do we?
No, we've got more.
We've got more?
Wait, there's more. Hang on.
What else we got?
These cost hundreds of dollars. You
Yeah.
have to actually treat them like jewelry.
Well, that's why you're doing that, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
And that's why we've got the plushness out. All right, so we've got something a bit bigger now. All right, what have we got here?
There's
We've got 9 Fs.
There's a bit of Barkman action. And we've got 2 trains here which are actually the same as far as they're both a 9F. You can go overhead if you want, because I don't want people to see me open this.
Why? Why?
Do you know what's really important about opening trains?
What's that?
Putting them in the right box.
Yes, that's right. That's important.
Putting these trains back in the right box to ensure.
So I've got a fresh, or I should say a clean 9F here. You can see by how deep the
Oh, there's
black
another
colour is.
sheath. These are well packed.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I'm not licensed.
This is quite modern packaging, and this is the way to go now.
I'm really not licensed to do this. I can hear Dave in the background yelling at me.
Can you?
Wow, that is heavy. And there's a detail pack in here. Are we on that?
There we go. We're on the overhead.
All right.
So what do you got?
I have got.
Let's move this down a bit.
I wanted to show the difference between weathered
Yep. And clean.
and clean. And I love weathered. No?
Well, I mean, that's how they're going to look after they've been used a bit.
Not in
No,
the train
definitely.
set.
It's all dirty. It's been overheated,
Got soot.
dusty.
That's after I play with it.
Yeah.
It looks like it's been ripping around my coffee table for the past 3 hours on 120%.
There we go.
Oh, look at that. You can really
So you can
see
see those rust bits and pieces all around
rusty
the
bits
conroys,
and pieces of white.
the white discoloring around
That'd
the.
be soot and ash, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Water stains, steam
Yep.
stains,
Steam stains.
steam stains. Lime.
That doesn't really roll off the tongue, does it?
Why not?
I don't know why, but it doesn't.
Steam stains.
But look at the tender. The tender looks cool too, doesn't it?
Love me tender.
But compare that finish, so you can see it's like a really dark grey, to a clean version,
Oh.
which is very black.
Showroom fresh.
Yeah.
They probably don't call them train showrooms.
Why does this tender look a bit different?
Well, it's tender.
It's actually a different tender.
Could be. It's a different train.
There we go.
It is actually a different train.
Right. All right. So here's another 9F. This is a fresh one.
One's a black late crest.
Black late crest. Where's the crest on this?
And one is an early emblem weathered. So the black one's a later
Oh,
model
the emblems
train.
were on the tenders, which I showed before.
Yeah, they're a different unit.
See that? They're working.
You'd do that for days. You'd do that for hours if I let you.
Well, Finn loves them.
What?
Pushing the buffers.
I just like to crash into things. If you pay for buffers, you're going to use it.
Didn't you hear you
what I
say
mean?
something about they're worth hundreds of dollars? I just like crashing into things.
Not with my train, not with the customers' trains.
That's pretty impressive, eh?
I love.
All right, let's go back to the crest.
We should do trains one week and weigh them. People are not going to believe how heavy they are.
Oh, probably not. Yeah, because of all the ballast in them. Look at all this tiny here. Probably easier to see on this one. Look at all this.
And being English, it's going to be 00 scale. Is that right?
That is correct. It's 00, running on HO track. And look at how fine the railing is here. Close look here.
You've got the softest hands.
Why, thank you.
You're welcome.
That is leakage, isn't it? You can see how it's been concentrated around those I don't know, what do you call them? Caps, valves?
Running gear.
Running gear. There you go. Brand new 9Fs.
9Fs from
So these
Bartley.
only arrived just last week.
Yes. And you can DC,
Yep,
DCC, and like DCC sound fitted,
that's right.
isn't it?
So three versions.
3 versions and different liveries. And I do like the brass on the clean one. I do love the weathering. I don't know. I'm torn. If you really go in a scale, I suppose, layout where you've got cars and people and stuff, the weathered one would make more sense, wouldn't it?
Well, it would.
Because there wouldn't have been too many. I don't think the trains would have been very pristine back then, would they? Not unless the Queen was on it.
Well, I mean, they clean them, but there's only so much you can clean off. Certain colours, they just burnt in, aren't they?
Imagine the hours it would take to clean a train.
It'd be easier just to repaint it.
How greasy and sooty and
Oh yeah, there'll
it'd
be like
filthy, no?
stuff everywhere. Yeah. There we go.
Now we've got.
Do you like that?
I like that. I liked it a lot, but I'm still scared.
So how are we gonna? We'll get these back in here. All right. So you've got the.
I've got the weathered one.
I've got the non-weathered one. All right.
Just
so
look out for the
fits in
steering
here.
wheels. No, Dave's yelling at me. I can feel it.
You feel it when you hear him. Just got to get the tender in well. There we go. Tender's in. You see how this just locks over the top and just keeps everything tight as a tiger. Is that how it goes?
Working like a tiger.
Right. See, I can't do that. That information. All right, so we'll just pop this back in here. See how secure they are. I'll just slide this back.
I'm very insecure.
Are you?
Yeah.
You don't look it.
I feel it.
Yeah.
I think I've put it in wrong. I think I've turned the box around.
No. The loco goes this way.
Does it?
Yeah. The tender fits in here.
I'm just not confident at all that it's fitting nicely.
Yeah. So drop in the front bit first, and then follow with the tender. We're good? Yeah, that's good.
Is it good?
I think so. You're good. It's all good.
I know, it's just stressful. Stresses me out.
That's it.
Because these are just not a couple of hundred. These are many hundreds.
Many hundreds.
Wow. You know, and so they should be. There's so much work and detail in these.
There's a lot in them, isn't it? There we go. So, I mean, that's quite a large locomotive. Last of the British Railways standard class locomotives to be designed by Riddles was a 9F heavy freight loco. Design work began in the summer of 1951 with the first locomotive entering traffic in January 54. It was one of the most powerful steam locomotive types ever constructed in Britain.
Do you know that the class 9, so they class from 1 to 9 as the power unit?
Right.
So class 9 was the most powerful unit.
Was it?
Yeah. And
Okay.
F was for freight.
For freight?
Yeah, they had F for freight, P for passenger, and I'm not sure, L for livestock.
C for liquors?
Could be.
Right. Okay.
So it's a 9F. So it's a very powerful freight train.